John, essentially, when it comes to the flick, I do the creative shit, and John has definitely taken care of all the fucking business aspects of the movie. So, if we're gonna do an auction, John should really conduct it, because in my heart of hearts, I don't want to fucking sell the movie to somebody who's just gonna pour money on top of it. But this is a business that we're in. There's no avoiding it. John's gonna conduct the auction. Open up the floor right now. It's gonna be very simple, very fucking civil, and we're gonna see what this movie's worth. John?
I hereby opening up the bidding on Red State.
I bid $20.
Sold to Kevin Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, I came here 17 years ago. All I wanted to do was sell my movie. And I can't think of anything fucking worse 17 years later than selling our movies to people that just don't fucking get it. And their most creative fucking endeavors like, well, let's just spend money on it. I'm sure that'll work. This has been so much fun for me, making the flick and keeping the flick alive. And we're gonna keep it alive till October 19th. We're gonna release this picture ourselves through my Smodcast Pictures banner. Thank you. On October 19th, that's when we hope to be in theaters in terms of New York or LA or worldwide. We're not quite sure. We're going to have to figure that out. But October 19th is a special day for me. It is the 17th anniversary of the theatrical release of Clerks. So we figured, like, let's hit that date because, I don't know, it's kind of similar. We're starting over, so to speak. And this time, it's not enough to just make the movie. We have to learn how to release the movie because true independence isn't making a film and selling it to some jackass. True independence is schlepping that shit to the people yourself, and that's what I intend to do. So, Smodcast Pictures is going to take Red State out on the road, just kind of the way that they used to do with the movies. Like Gone with the Wind would go play somewhere for a week, a month, pack up, go someplace else, play it there as well. Pack up, leave, do that kind of thing. Roadshow. We're going to do the same thing with Red State. It's called the Red State USA Tour, and it kicks off on March 5th in Radio City Music Hall. So we're going to show Red State and the fucking Blue State. It is a big deal for us. That's a big fucking house, and we aim to fill it. 6,000 seats. So we're gonna need your help. That's one of the reasons I didn't have many screenings here as everyone wanted and shit. I gotta make money off this bitch, you know what I'm saying? I ain't playing the game the way you all play the game anymore, where it's just like sell it and somebody pours money out. No, every fucking penny counts in this. Every penny of this operation has to be monetized and put right back into the fucking kitty. So we're gonna make our money back by going out on the road and going city by city. March 5th it starts in Radio City Music Hall. The next day is March 6th, the Wilbur Theater in Boston. March 8th, the Harris Theater in Chicago. March 9th, the State Theater in Minneapolis. March 10th, Michigan Theater in Ann Arbor. March 11th, Close Hall, Indianapolis. March 12th, Midland Theater, Kansas City, as the home of the Phelpses. So I might pick at their fucking house. March 14th, we go to the Clark State Pack Center in Springfield, Ohio. March 22nd, the Paramount Theater in Denver. March 26th, McAllister Theater in New Orleans. March 28th, the Paramount Theater in Austin. March 29th, the Cobb Energy Center in Atlanta. And April 4th, the Marion Oliver McCall Hall in Seattle. Those are our first set of dates. Now, we've done the math. We take our picture out on the road for those 15 dates. We can sell out all those rooms, and I think we can. Essentially, right there, we're at about netting $1.5, $1.7 million. So essentially, we're almost halfway back to paying our budget off. You know what I'm saying? None of this fucking marketing. We're going to play the game straight, and we're not going to spend a fucking dime on marketing. I've been able to just whip up, look at all the shit I've been able to do with this movie. I feel like the Joker. I'm like, look what I did with a couple cans of gasoline and some bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes is just a little ingenuity, a little creativity. And since we create these movies and love them so much, it only makes sense that we take them out into the world. And fucking, I'm happy to bring the flick from place to place. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to tour the movie from now until October 19th. If you can't wait to see it in a normal movie theater on October 19th, then you can come see it on any one of these tour dates throughout March and the beginning of April. Then we go quiet for another month. And if we're lucky and if the tour goes well, we'll open up the tour again. John and I intend to pay the entire $4 million budget back before the movie opens on October 19th. When it opens on October 19th, we're not going to spend to open it. We're not going to buy any commercials. We're not going to do print media, outdoor, billboards, nothing like that. Essentially, we're just going to pay up the P&A equation, which is prints and advertising. We're going to do the P part. We're going to make our prints. We have to in order to show the movie. The advertising part, we're not going to do it all. What else do I got? What? Thank you, John. What a great producer. Now, we're obviously not selling the movie, so I'm sorry to a lot of the distributors in the room. Some of the cats who were here, look, I'm not that sorry. It's a fucking film festival. Come see a movie. Number two, you saw the movie. You can't do anything with it, but I know how to fucking sell this movie. I know how to market this movie, man. Like, so don't, no hard feelings. Hopefully you don't mind. Next time maybe we say, fuck it, we'll never sell the movie. But thank you for coming. I'm sorry if you left the Jets game. I put a Twitter out where I was just like, hey man, I understand sports enthusiasm, so if you feel the need to watch the Jets game and not come to the movie, no harm, no foul. So if people didn't do that, I'm sorry. But at the same time, I will say this in my own defense. A lot of these work for studios and shit. Studios make movies. Movies have trailers. So you guys make a lot of trailers. You've lied to me many times. You know what I'm saying? I've seen many trailers where I was like, this is awesome. And I put my money down. I'm like, you fucking lying whores. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're up here alienating all our future work. Just burning the bridge as we cross it, and that means that there's probably not going to be much studio help for me and John in the future, but what we do need to release this movie, what anybody needs to release a movie, is not a motherfucking studio. You need a goddamn exhibitor. So me and John are talking to any smart exhibitor partners out there who are willing to listen. We want to partner up, man. We want to show our flick in your theater, in your houses, and this is what I can tell you. Last few years, I'm pulling in about 8 to 10 million in box office, man. Now, naturally, they spent to get to that point, but we'll see. I think at this point, based on the amount of tours I've been able to sell out, the amount of merchandise we've been able to sell, Smodcast, how big it's become. I mean, I'm literally wearing a pair of Smodcast sneakers, the Forgeticus. You know, we've got something there. So essentially, I forgot where I was going with it. Oh, exhibitor partner. I've got an audience, ladies and gentlemen. They come to see the shit I do. Not everyone likes it. A lot of people come see the stuff I do. They're very hardcore, and they've been waiting for this movie for a long, long fucking time. Exhibitor partners, you want to get in bed with us. We'll give you way better fucking terms than the studios, and you know these motherfuckers fuck you constantly, man. Constantly. We'll give you more at a ticket on the first weekend than they ever fucking will. And at the end of the day and shit, we won't screw you over for numbers. We won't be like, well, you gotta take fucking this piece of shit. If you want Dark Knight, you gotta take this piece of shit cop out. You know, we won't do shit like that. We want to partner up with you. We want to be in bed with you. I'm a filmmaker. I just need a place to show my movie. That's a movie theater. So we're looking for a smart exhibitor partner who wants to come in with us, give us some screens, get a nice fucking split of the loot and whatnot, and do this as a separate outside model. Here's the thing. If I was a kid and I was trying to get into the film business and I just saw how difficult it was, how expensive it is and shit like that, I would just sit there and be like, forget it, I'm not gonna fucking try. What we want to do is like, yes, anybody can make a movie. We know that now. We know that because I've made 10. You know what I'm saying? That means anybody can make a fucking movie. What we need to prove is that anybody can release a movie as well. And it's not enough to just make it and sell it anymore. I'm sorry. Look, if this is your first Sundance and that's all you want to do, by all means, fucking do it. I don't think you're stupid for wanting to do it. I did it myself once. But indie film isn't dead, people. It just grew up. It's just indie film 2.0 now. And in indie film 2.0, we don't let them sell our movie. We sell our movie ourselves. So please join me when we're out on the road. I'm not talking to the press. I'm not talking to distributors and shit like that. I'm talking to potential filmmakers out there, and I'm not also talking to just this room. This is also a podcast that will be online tomorrow.
Kevin, I think we can take one more question.
Okay, I'm almost done. Help us out with this. Please come out and see the flick. In these theaters we're showing it, naturally it ain't gonna play for the price of a fucking movie in a multiplex. You're gonna pay probably 6, 7, maybe 10 times as much as you would normally pay to see a movie, but we're gonna give you some cool shit. We got the movie in a stately grandeur house. I'm gonna come up and do Q&A afterwards. I'm gonna bring the great Mr. Michael Parks with me. And Michael Parks perhaps will be encouraged to sing. It's gonna be a good fucking time, but here's the important thing. If we can get this right, if we can crack this fucking nut, if we can get distribution down so that we can step aside from the fucking studio model, from the expensive model, and make it affordable to everybody, if we can do this right, and if we finish where we think we'll finish, This kicks open the door for me and John for what we were trying to do when we were building Red State originally. We wanted to crowdsource finance the movie. Fans wanted to see it made, so we were like, fuck it, let's let them pay for it and shit, and then we can all go to Sundance. And then somebody scared me off of it online. They said I was a beggar and shit, so I was, ooh, I better not do that. Scared me right offline, I didn't want to do it anymore. Now with the Red State experience, now that we're kind of the captains of our own future and shit, where we're going to distribute the movie ourselves and whatnot, it's time to kick open the next logical step in evolution. I'm almost done making movies, folks. This is the second to last. Hit Somebody's the next one I'm going to do. After that, I'm fucking done. What I want to do after I make that movie, though, is start making your movies. So once we get the Red State code cracked, if this works for us, Smodcast Pictures belongs to all of us. And you're going to make your movies and put them out through our studio, and it ain't going to cost you a fucking dime. So root for us if you will. Hate us if you must. But I can't think of a more interesting business news story that you're ever going to hear about this fucking year, man. We're definitely going to go out there, try to find a new distribution model. Please help us out in doing it. Thank you for coming to see Red State tonight. Can I bring up the cast real quick before we get out of here?
Really, really fast. How fast can you guys get up here?
Where are they? Guys, jump up real quick. I'm sorry, it took so much time talking. While they're coming up here, let me give a shout out to my man Sean, who took 3 flights from fucking Upper Alberta to get this tape here today. And boy, did I need it. Hi, guys. Give it up there, ladies and gentlemen. There's Michael Angarano, Nick Braun, Carrie Boucher, Kyle Dawn, Steven Little, Betty Aberlin, and the amazing Mr. Michael Parks.
Thank you, everybody. We gotta clear this theater out.
I know, we gotta give it up for Miguel Artet. I'm sorry, Miguel. Everyone, thank you. Enjoy Sundance 2011. Good night.